it's Liz from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you very much for joining me today. Today I am here for the Spot Challenge, and our theme for today is anything but a card. So I have a parcel for you, and it's a really simple parcel because I've used dies. They are the dies that were bundled with the Parcels and Petals stamp set last year. This year they're sold alone and they're called the Perfect Parcel dies, and you get lots of dies. So you get bits that you can inlay, you get some labels and this tag topper which I've used. What you do is you need a piece of paper. So I've used 12 by 12, but I've cut it at 4 inches. So if you cut it at 4 inches up and down, you can then get both of your dies, and this is the die, out of one sheet of 12-inch long. So you get your two pieces, you cut two the same. Oh, I thought for a moment I cut them the wrong way up, but I haven't, because you want the pattern so that the scooped piece is at the bottom of your pattern if it's one way, and they literally will just fit on a piece of 12 by 4 paper. This is all you get left. So no real wastage. Now I have done this one in the green side of this paper, and to get the red you just flip it over. It's real red, garden green and very vanilla, and it's the Toile Tidings returning paper. And then I've just used the tag topper on a 2-inch wide piece of card for my tag. Tied some ribbon, and there we go. So let me show you how to put the parcel together, because there is a little knack. The first thing to understand is that all of the score lines are popped in for you. I find that it's worth just reinforcing them before you go too far, because they are there, but they're not as obvious as if you had scored them yourselves on your scoring board. So it's just worth spending a little bit of time finding where the score lines are. These ones here you want to fold back, because this then folds down to tuck in. It'll become apparent when we put everything together. So that's that one. Let me do this one. So we've got our two little tabs at the end. We've got our pointy bit, technical to a pointy bit. I'm filming this on a Saturday, and the sky, it was actually quite a nice day when I started doing this stuff for today. It's now looking really dark, and I'm supposed to be going running later. Oh well, I'm going to get wet. Never mind, there are puddles, so I'm going to be getting wet anyway, I guess. I'm going to use my liquid adhesive. I think I might clean the end off, however. Let me just grab a scrap of card, because it's got a bit gubby. Gubby is a technical phrase, you understand. Technical term, I suppose. It's not a phrase, it's a word. So I'm just popping a little bit of liquid adhesive on the tabs. You could use Seal or Seal Plus, but I do like the liquid adhesive because it does give you that little bit of wiggle room. Now what you want to line up are the fold lines here rather than the top, because the top has a lip. So you want this line here to line up and this line here. And I like to just sort of do a bit of that so that it's all done. And then you want to add more liquid adhesive on these tabs. And by using liquid adhesive, it sort of smushes out, another technical word, to cover the area. You don't want a mass of it, just enough. And then fold that over, and there we go. And then I like to just sort of push it backwards and forwards a little bit so that I know that everything's lined up properly. So the top is really easy. That just folds in. It's easier when you've done the bottom, but just so that you know, you just fold those in and come along. They overlap and then you fold it down and they tuck in. So let's get the bottom sorted out. This is where people struggle. I include myself in the definition of people. So you want these rounded bits to go inside like that, but you want this to also be inside. So what you want to do is kind of understand where everything's going before you put the adhesive on. So we're going to have adhesive here, we're going to have adhesive on the wobbly bit, and we're going to have adhesive under here. So, but you don't want to go right the way into the corner on that adhesive, because, let me see if I can show you, not really. Just accept that you shouldn't. So I'm going to fold these back a little bit, keep them roughly out of the way, and then let's add some adhesive to those, and some adhesive to the tab, and some adhesive to the underside of the corner. Now you can do some of this with glue dots, so don't worry too much if it's all a bit much. So those are going under on top. These bits are going underneath. So let's keep this flap out of the way for the moment. The large flaps are going underneath. But you want, ooh, I'm getting myself all sticky. You want to pop that in there. Then this, that goes in. This, I'm doing this really cack-handed. Pop those bits in, then pop those bits down, then push. That's all you need to do. Why am I making it so difficult? It's because I haven't had any sleep. That's why. Or I've had sleep at the wrong time of day. There we go. That's it. Oh, good grief. Hey, you kind of get where I'm coming from, I hope. And then because it's a liquid adhesive, or it was when I started this, you can then move things around so that it's a square box. That's better. And then what I find is a glue pot is really good for pressing everything down. I made that look so complicated. Right. Then this just folds and tucks in. How are we doing for time? We're doing okay. The reason I'm saying that is because I might just show you how to do the box again. I die cut them wrong earlier, so I have some bits that are wrong. So there's our box. Let's just do that. So I die cut these ones wrong earlier. I mean, seriously wrong. So one was one way and one was the other. So I think what I will very quickly do is just show you how to do the bottom again. I'm not going to worry about the top. The top is easy. But I am going to show you how to do the bottom because, you know, it's just... I think I made it look about as difficult as you could. Right, okay, so let us pop our box together. This is going to be the two-tone version because I die cut them wrong. So we'll pop adhesive on both our sets of flaps. Might even be easier to show you in two colours because then you can see how they overlap a bit better. So that's those two popped together. Then fold in an end. Oop, an end, there we go. And another end. Line those up. Give them a good press. Fold them both, whoops. Give them a good press and hopefully not pull your box apart. Do you know there are moments when you kind of think, why am I bothering with a video? It's not making it any easier for people. Anyway, so these are going to fold in, that's going to fold in, that's going to fold in. We want these corners to have glue on. So that one and that one have glue on. I've got glue everywhere. So I want glue there, 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 and there, and here. So I want glue here. I want glue here, 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 and here. So basically you want glue on the inside of your 2 corners and the outside of your scooped piece. Then pop these bits in so that they catch, and these then just go down. How could I make it look more difficult than that? Apparently really easily. And then take your pot of glue and you get your nice clean bottom. Okay, so back to my original that has the right colour. Now, we don't have any garden green ribbon at the moment, but what we do have is the very vanilla metallic edged ribbon. So I'm going to grab some of this. And the other thing you could do if you wanted is to dye some ribbon with your blends or with your Stampin' Right markers. You can colour the ribbon, but I'm just going to go with the tone on tone with gold, and the gold actually will be a good thing to use, as you will discover in a moment. So let's just cut that, pop that back into my ribbon rack, and this I am going to tie in a bow. That's assuming my brain will allow me to tie a bow today, because it doesn't seem to want to do anything else. Okay. Anyway, I mean, while I'm doing this, if you don't already subscribe, it would be great if you would. If you like watching a completely nutty woman trying to craft, then you can subscribe just by clicking the button in the bottom right hand corner. If you would like to be a part of a team, which includes as your team leader a slightly nutty woman who likes to craft, then if you're in the UK, France, Germany, Austria or the Netherlands, you can buy the starter kit and join my team. There's a link to do that both below and over on my website. And you can, enjoy the insanity even more. And of course, if you would like your demonstrator to be a slightly nutty person, again, that would be really lovely if you would like to buy any of the products from me. Right, I've got my real red ink pad. There are moments when I think going back to bed sometimes would be a really clever idea. I'm using the Wrapped in Christmas stamp set. I like this Let the Joy of the Season Fill Your Heart for this shape. It fits really well. The length of these before I die cut them was 4 inches and then 2 inches wide. So not a difficult set of measurements. There we go. Really pretty. And I have got some, I had cut a piece of twine and I put it somewhere really safe. I put it somewhere so safe I can't find it. It's fine. I'll use another piece. Right, so piece of linen thread. It's not twine, it's linen thread. I'm just going to de-kink it while I try. Oh, I've just found it. Ha! See, I knew if I got this out, I'd find it again. Told you I'm slightly nutty. Right, so all I'm going to do with this is pop one onto the other, like that, and then this I'm just going to tie round one of the lengths of ribbon. I'm just going to tie it to the parcel. That's what I'm trying to say. I should say, actually, most of my videos are not quite this nutty. This is a particularly nutty one. Anyway, so there's our tag, but it would be nice if our tag was a little prettier. So, and this is where I say the gold is actually quite a good choice, because the wonderful gems are white faceted and real red. No, they're clear faceted and real red faceted, but they've got gold glitter in. So it's really nice to have the gold on the ribbon as well. So I'm just going to pop a few of these on. I might use a little one at the top, just like that. So there we go. If you enjoy watching slightly mad crafting, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those below. Even if it's just, Liz, you are having a particularly bad day, that would be nice to hear. But if you leave them in the comments below the description bar, then I will reply appropriately. If you want to go and have a look at my website, then the link for that is in the description bar, which is just below the video. Thank you very much indeed. I'm so sorry I'm having a completely nutty day. Have a fantastic day, and I look forward to seeing you again very soon. Bye!